Hi there, it's Coach Craig Kenneth, and today I want to talk to you about the opposite of love is hate. Well, actually, that's not true at all. The opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. Okay? If you're ever in a situation with a girl where she just seems done with you, well, she probably is done with you. I had a really good email from Pete that I want to read to you talking about this. So this is what Pete says. He said, "My girlfriend and I just got into a huge fight a few days ago, and I knew you could help. Here's what happened. A girl in my class and I are friends. She asked for my number so we could work on an assignment together. I had no problem with that, as it was a difficult project. The girl texted me to meet up at the library one day so we could get started. While we were there together, one of my girlfriend's friends saw us together. You just know this isn't going to be good." Poor Pete. Poor Pete. All right, so what happened? All right, so she called my girlfriend and told her that I was out with another girl. All right, so what happened? Okay, later that night, my girlfriend came over and asked me about it. I told her the truth, but she didn't believe me. Okay, so right there, I'm seeing a little bit of insecurity there. Okay, why isn't she believing this guy? She doesn't trust him? Now, is that about him or is it about her? Okay, let me go on. So he says, "I've always been honest and faithful to her." Okay, so there we have it. Assuming he's telling the truth, and I'm assuming he would be, because he's taken the time to write this to me, why would he lie? If you're lying, Pete, it's only going to hurt you. I can't help you if you do that. So guys, if you ever write to me, make sure you're honest with me. I can get to the truth and help you out that way, but if you're throwing any curveballs, then it's just going to be a waste of your time. So what I think is going on here is some insecurity based on her, because he's saying he's always been honest and he's always been faithful. So then he's never given her a reason to believe he would do something wrong. Okay. The argument escalated quickly. She broke up with me and she left screaming, "I hate you." Do you think she really hates me? Well, Pete, I do not think she really hates you. No, I do not. I think she meant that in the moment. And at that particular moment in time, maybe even this moment, it's only been a couple of days, maybe she still means it. Probably not. But at that moment in time, yes, I do think she meant it. Because she was hurting. Okay? Now, what you have to understand is that when a girl tells you how they feel, in that moment of time, it's true. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be true for a week, a month, a year from now, right? And that goes for "I love you" or "I hate you," you know, and everything in between. So keep that in mind. Here's a good example of that. I was cleaning out a drawer the other day, and I came across a card from an ex-girlfriend. And in the card is professing her love to me, talking about how amazing I am, which is true. Okay, that was a little conceited, but no, so she was going on about how awesome I am, how much she loves me, how much she cares about me, and, you know, basically something you would say to somebody you're in love with. And, you know, if I called her up tomorrow and acted like everything in that card was still true, she would think I'm out of my mind, right? Because she meant that at the time, and that's how she wanted to express herself at the time, but she doesn't mean that today. 2 years later or whatever it is, you know, or could be 10 years later. It doesn't matter. That's just crazy to think that something like that she would still mean. You know what I mean? Just like what "I hate you" and what your girl's saying. I don't think she hates you. Now, you ask, how can I get her back if she hates me? She doesn't hate you, okay? It's obviously she doesn't hate you. She still has feelings. She's really upset, but she's got the feelings. If she was indifferent, then you're in trouble. If a girl's ever indifferent with you guys, just move on. Don't look back and don't think she's coming after you. There's a small chance she could, but indifference is like, if you don't care, you just don't care. So, okay. Pete says, my girlfriend has had a guy cheat on her in the past, and I know that it devastated her. So here's a big part of the problem right here. Because her reaction was not proportionate to his behavior. In other words, she didn't catch him, texting a girl inappropriately or, making out with a girl. She just saw him at the library. She didn't even see him, but her friend said she saw him. He was at the library with a girl doing an assignment. Okay, so it's not proportionate. So that tells me this is about her being wounded. Okay, and we can understand that. I mean, she got hurt really bad by somebody, and it devastated her. And when you get hurt like that, it's hard to trust again. So you gotta have some empathy for somebody. You know what I mean? If you're going to care about somebody, you're going to love them, then you're going to have to love their flaws and help them grow through them and help them support them. So here's what I want you to do, Pete. When she contacts you, I don't want you to contact her. I just want you to let her come to you. When she does, I want you to listen to what she says and really get it. Okay? And then I want you to validate it by seeing the logic in what she's saying and, be real with it, just say, wow, I could see exactly what you're saying, and provide some empathy. Say, I can really understand what you mean by that, because if I was in your shoes and I saw, or that I had a friend of mine, I had one of my buddies see you out with another guy, I would be upset too. And I would be wondering what's going on too. So I can understand why you were upset. And when you can do that and make the relationship safe to communicate with each other, you're going to see growth. And you're going to understand her. And when you guys can mutually understand each other, that's going to create intimacy and going to make your love and your relationship stronger. So you could actually wind up making your relationship stronger through this by doing what I suggested. Listening to what she has to say, hearing it and seeing the logic in it, and then providing some real empathy for her. Okay? So do that, and you'll see some positive results. Now, if you want to get my help personally, you can go to my website, askcraig.net, and you can do an email with me, or you can do a coaching one-on-one, and whatever option works best for you. But I will talk with you soon.